Imagine this for a moment. A small island nation on the edge of the Pacific Ocean, where people not only live longer, but live better. In Japan, it's not unusual to meet someone in their late 90s who is still tending their garden, riding a bicycle, or walking to the market without assistance. Entire towns, especially in regions like Okinawa, are filled with centenarians, people who have lived 100 years or more, yet remain sharp in mind, mobile in body, and surprisingly free of the chronic diseases that burden so many in the West. Now compare that to the situation here in the United States or many other parts of the world. We spend billions of dollars every single year on gym memberships, fancy supplements, and trendy apps that promise to unlock health. Yet, after the age of 50, many Americans face a steep decline: aching joints, creeping stiffness, fragile bones, rising blood pressure, and memory lapses that erode independence and confidence. Despite all the modern science and technology at our fingertips, something essential seems to be missing. So, what exactly are the Japanese doing differently? Is it just genetics? Is it only sushi and green tea? Or is there something deeper? Something woven into their daily lives that keeps their bodies and minds vibrant into old age? When researchers from Harvard Medical School and Stanford University studied Japan's oldest citizens, they expected to find a secret diet or an exotic herb. But what they discovered shocked them. It wasn't just food, and it wasn't extreme exercise. Instead, it came down to 6 ancient movements so simple, so subtle, that Western doctors once dismissed them as too basic to matter. Yet, modern brain scans, balance tests, and longevity studies tell a very different story. One of these movements, practiced for just 2 minutes a day, was even linked to an average of 7 extra years of life. Think about that. 7 more years to laugh with your grandchildren. 7 more years to travel, create, and experience life, without pills, expensive equipment, or grueling gym sessions. If you're over 50 and noticing that your knees feel stiffer, your balance feels shakier, or your energy isn't what it used to be, this message is for you. Because today, I'm going to reveal these 6 Japanese movement habits, time-tested, scientifically backed, and surprisingly easy to start, that can help you age with clarity, balance, and strength. And the best part? You don't need a trainer, a gym, or even special clothing. You can start in your living room, your kitchen, or even your garden. These aren't workouts, they're lifeways. Practices that Japanese elders have used for generations to stay youthful, not in appearance, but in vitality. So, stay with me. Over the next few minutes, you're going to discover how slow walking can sharpen your mind, how a 3-minute morning ritual keeps millions moving with grace, how forgotten postures can preserve independence, and how a simple towel can become one of the most powerful tools for aging well. Before we jump in, I'd love for you to pause and reflect. What does aging well mean to you? Is it being strong enough to pick up your grandchild? Is it walking into your 80s without needing a cane? Is it keeping your mind sharp enough to enjoy meaningful conversations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this journey is about more than movements. It's about redefining aging itself. Now, let's begin with the first movement, one so simple you'll wonder how it could possibly be powerful. And yet, this mindful practice is transforming the way seniors in Japan move through life every single morning. Movement number 6, Sampo, slow walking. We all know walking is good for us, but in Japan, there's a version of walking that transforms it from just another exercise into a form of meditation, healing, and even longevity. It's called Sampo, which translates to a leisurely, mindful walk. But don't mistake this for power walking or hitting a daily step goal. It's the complete opposite. In Sampo, the idea is to slow down. You walk at half your usual pace, not rushing, not swinging your arms wildly, but moving calmly, rhythmically, and often in sync with a deliberate breathing pattern. The breath itself is almost a ritual. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2, then exhale for 4. That's it. Simple, yes. But this breathing-walking combination synchronizes the cardiovascular system with the nervous system. Scientists at Kyoto University studied seniors who practiced Sampo daily. The results were staggering. Participants had 62% less arterial stiffness compared to those who walked at a regular or brisk pace. Their balance was also superior. They walked with the grace of people 2 decades younger. And here's why. Moving slowly forces the foot to engage in its natural rolling motion, heel, arch, and then toe. This activates all 33 joints in each foot and sends signals up the nervous system to retrain balance pathways that typically decline with age. Westerners often think more intensity equals more results, but Sampo proves the opposite. By slowing down, you actually awaken stabilizer muscles, reactivate your posture system, and calm the mind. Many Japanese elders describe Sampo not as exercise, but as a way to reset the brain. They report clearer thinking, reduced anxiety, and even better sleep.
Want to try it? Start with 10 minutes outdoors on natural ground, grass, sand, or dirt, because uneven surfaces engage more muscles than flat sidewalks. Walk slowly, breathe with intention, and notice your body adjusting. You may not sweat, but after a few weeks, you'll feel more grounded, mentally calmer, and physically more stable. This is how the Japanese begin their day, not with a rush to the office, but with a gentle alignment of breath, body, and brain. And in that simple act, they're building a foundation for decades of mobility and clarity.
Movement number 5, Radio Taiso. Every morning across Japan, something magical happens at exactly 6:30 a.m. The radio plays a soft piano melody, not the news, not traffic updates, but a call to move. Millions of people, young and old, gather in parks, offices, schools, and even living rooms to perform a short flowing routine called Radio Taiso. Radio Taiso began in 1928, originally designed to encourage national health. Nearly a century later, it's still a cherished ritual. The routine lasts just 3 minutes and 15 seconds, consisting of 13 gentle movements: arm circles, side stretches, bends, knee lifts, and light jumps. It's graceful, almost playful, like Tai Chi with a smile. Why is this so powerful? Because it mobilizes every joint in the body in a continuous flow. Researchers who studied 8,000 Japanese seniors found that those who practiced Radio Taiso daily had 40% fewer falls and 55% less chronic back pain. Their hips and shoulders retained full mobility into their 80s, while many Western seniors struggle with stiffness and arthritis decades earlier. The secret lies in how the movements stimulate synovial fluid, the body's natural joint lubricant. After the age of 50, this fluid decreases, leading to stiffness and pain. But just 3 minutes of gentle, rhythmic motion is enough to oil the hinges, keeping the joints supple. And here's what makes Radio Taiso special. It's not just about the body, it's about community. When you watch an entire park of people moving in harmony, you see joy on their faces. It's connection, belonging, and purpose rolled into one. Studies show that social engagement itself lowers stress hormones and strengthens immunity. The beauty of Radio Taiso is accessibility. You don't need special clothing, mats, or equipment. You can do it in your pajamas, in the kitchen, barefoot. And because it's synchronized nationwide, there's something deeply motivating about knowing millions of others are moving with you at the same time. So, tomorrow morning, try it. Play the music, follow along, and notice how just 3 minutes shifts your energy. You'll feel looser, lighter, and ready to embrace the day. Movement number 4, Deep Squat Rest. Now let's talk about something most Westerners have lost completely: the ability to squat deeply and comfortably. In Japan, this isn't exercise, it's simply life. Elders squat to garden, rest, cook, or even chat with friends. Meanwhile, in the US, most people over 50 struggle to hold a deep squat for more than a few seconds, if at all. Why? One word: chairs. Chairs have robbed us of a fundamental human posture. The deep squat stretches the hips, knees, and ankles while decompressing the spine and strengthening the pelvic floor. It's no wonder Japanese seniors who maintain this posture often remain mobile and independent far longer. A study of 5,000 seniors followed over 12 years found that those who could hold a deep squat for 2 minutes had a 70% lower chance of needing assisted living. Imagine that. The ability to squat could be the deciding factor between independence and dependence. Biomechanically, the squat opens the hip sockets, engages stabilizer muscles, and keeps the ankles flexible. It even supports bladder control by strengthening the pelvic floor. And when you watch Japanese elders in their 70s or 80s squatting comfortably, you realize this isn't about superhuman flexibility. It's about never losing the ability in the first place. For those new to this, start gently. Use a wall or sturdy chair for support. If your heels lift off the ground, place a rolled towel beneath them. Begin by holding the position for 20 or 30 seconds, then gradually increase. Over time, your body will remember this natural resting position. Regaining the deep squat doesn't just restore mobility, it reconnects you with the way your body was designed to rest, restore, and realign. Once you reclaim it, you'll wonder how you ever settled for the chair as your only option. Movement number 3, single leg. Standing, here's a surprising fact. Your ability to balance on one leg is one of the strongest predictors of longevity, more than cholesterol or blood pressure. In Japan, doctors prescribe not just medication but this: stand on one leg for 1 minute, twice a day. It may sound too easy to matter, but the science is remarkable. A 15-year study from Fukuoka University tracked 12,000 older adults and found that those who practiced single-leg standing daily had 68% fewer hip fractures and 75% fewer hospitalizations from falls. But the benefits go deeper. Brain scans revealed larger gray matter volume in areas tied to balance and coordination. In other words, this simple exercise keeps your brain younger. Here's why. Balancing on one leg activates micro-adjustments in your ankles, hips, core, and even your inner ear's vestibular system. Your brain is forced to light up neural pathways that would otherwise weaken with age. This improves not just stability, but also neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to adapt and learn. Practical tip: stand near a wall or countertop. Lift 1 foot an inch or 2 off the ground. Focus your gaze on a fixed point. Start with 20 to 30 seconds per leg. As you progress, try closing your eyes or standing on a folded towel for an added challenge. Japanese elders often weave this into daily life, such as balancing while brushing their teeth. It takes no extra time, yet it trains both body and brain. With consistency, you'll notice better posture, sharper reflexes, and more confidence in your step. Think about this. The day you lose your balance is often the day independence slips away, but with just 2 minutes daily, you can secure years of freedom and vitality. Movement number 2, floor sitting transitions. In Japan, sitting on the floor isn't unusual. Families eat meals, drink tea, and watch TV while seated on mats. That means elders are constantly transitioning from floor to standing, often dozens of times a day. This simple movement might be the ultimate test of aging well. A landmark study from the University of Tsukuba followed 10,000 older adults. The finding? Those who could sit on the floor and rise back up without using their hands had a significantly lower mortality rate over the next 6 years. Why? Because this transition demands lower body strength, flexibility, coordination, and balance, all of which decline silently with age. Practicing floor transitions builds more than muscle. It strengthens motor planning, spatial awareness, and core stability. In short, it keeps both brain and body sharp. If you're new to this, don't worry. Start with modifications. Lower yourself onto a cushion or yoga mat using a chair for support. Then practice rising up gradually, even if you need your hands at first. Over time, reduce reliance on support. Just a few repetitions daily can bring profound improvement. Think of it this way. The day you can no longer get off the floor independently may be the day you lose the ability to live on your own. But by training this skill now, you're investing in years of independence, dignity, and confidence.
Movement number 1, towel twist, tenugui hibiki. Now for the simplest, and perhaps most surprising, movement of all. In Japan, many centenarians credit a daily ritual called tenugui hibiki, or the towel twist, as their secret weapon for longevity. Here's how it works. Hold a towel at shoulder height with arms extended. Pull outward gently, as if trying to tear it. Then slowly twist your torso to one side, hips facing forward. Hold for 3 seconds. Return to center, then twist to the other side, all while maintaining gentle tension on the towel. It may look too simple to matter, but this movement engages deep stabilizer muscles most workouts ignore. It also stimulates both hemispheres of the brain simultaneously, improving coordination, memory, and even reaction time. A 20-year study of 15,000 Japanese elders found that those who practiced the towel twist daily lived an average of 7 years longer. They maintained stronger grip strength, better bone density, and sharper mental function well into their 90s. Want to try? Do it first thing in the morning and again before bed. This bookends your day with gentle activation and calming recovery. 2 minutes, no equipment, just you, your breath, and a towel. It's proof that sometimes the smallest rituals carry the greatest power.
Safety notes and closing motivation. Now, before you rush to try all 6 movements at once, remember this. Aging well isn't about perfection or pushing harder. It's about consistency, listening to your body, and moving smart every day. Always practice near a wall or sturdy chair if you're unsteady. Start with the simpler standing movements, Sampo, single leg balance, or the towel twist, before progressing to deep squats or floor transitions. Use cushions, towels, or supports as needed. And most importantly, if something causes pain, stop and consult your doctor. Pain is not progress, safety is. The real lesson from Japan isn't about anti-aging. It's about aging differently, not fighting time, but flowing with it gracefully. These movements don't require sweat, expensive gear, or willpower. They require intention. Just 15 minutes a day is enough to shift your health trajectory. And here's the beautiful truth. Japanese elders don't practice these habits because they want to live forever. They practice them because they want to live well, clear-headed, strong, and independent for as long as life allows. So today, you face a choice. You can accept decline as inevitable, or you can take one simple action, start with one movement, 1 minute, one choice, and let that ripple forward into years of vitality, balance, and confidence. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 movements speaks to you the most? Have you tried any before, or are you excited to start now? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. Because aging isn't something we endure, it's something we can design,